Oh, that's a lot of footsteps. Hey, welcome back to RFVR. In the last one, I just shown you around the main hub here. This time it's going to go from the main start, well, the beginning of the story to around the, first town. And talk about some tips and tricks. And I try to work the audio. Okay. If you enter the game, because as you can see, my it's not smooth, it's still choppy. You go to the wrist, you go down to game settings, and again, you touch this, and you can turn off snap. So now, when you're turning, it should be smooth. So you could do that if you didn't do it in the game, so you don't have to worry about trying to teleport back and forth. After point that out, it will stay there but disappears after a couple minutes. You try not to touch it.
Greetings, adventure. Welcome to Dogojima Island. Make your way into town if you're looking for work. Oh, and don't forget to stop by the Adventure Association for some basic gear and jobs. Safe travels.
So like I said before, he has a good voice. And the voice fits his character. Especially for like introducing somebody, you're gonna run into a guard, so that makes sense. So, if you don't know where to go after, you want to go to that big red exclamation or question mark. So, you could just run there either way. It's sort of like Skyrim. You get an objective area. It's up to you how to get there. As you can see, you could go right over the hill. Go right over the hill, or you could take a path, go around. It's however you won't like to go. I usually go over the hill because it's straight to it, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people do. You might even get like what a lot of people get on Skyrim, where it's like there's a main quest and you go walk off that way, or just jump around and just attack stuff and go looking randomly. You could do that too. Might be kind of tricky because you don't have any weapons or spells or anything to do damage with. You can punch if you hold the trigger in the middle trigger down. Like if you kind of ball up your fist like you were doing it in real life, you can actually make that fist and actually punch things. It won't do that much damage to like level 5s and up, but level 1s and that, so like the ant guys that you might run into, some of them you can actually just punch and beat up by like boxing them. So that's doable. You can climb everything. So like any tree, any house down there, they did a really good job on grabbing it. Oh, there's snow in the trees. So I find these green trees, like this one here, I find if you climb to the top, so if you want to be like using like the slingshot, the bow and arrow, a gun, or magic, you got a boss or like a whole bunch of like little guys following you. You can climb to the top of one of these, and you can sit at the top. And then as long as you don't move the left analog stick, you will not fall off. So just be careful not to move it. Some will actually have guns on that. I do not know what the range is of them, but I think they might shoot you or they might run away. They don't just stand there aimlessly. See? Everyone does that like flash of the screen, so now I can move. So if I had a spell, I can go like this, or if I had a bow and all that, just don't hit the left analog stick. So, I think I moved a little bit. My analog sticks are kind of wonky, so sometimes they go like the drift from analog sticks. That's what I'm getting, so that's why I fell off. Or it could be because I like leaned my head too far. So this is your town that you get to. So like, these are going to be things that you could build, like merchant structures and that. If I go on the outside, again, if you click on the left analog stick, you will jog, and you want that. So like, this is a guard tent, so if you build this, you can put people that guard in it, so whenever you get raided, you got somebody else to actually help you take care of it, or possibly just take care of it for you. So hopefully you could equip them, make it so you don't have to worry about guarding anymore. You could just keep doing whatever you want to do. Makes it kind of nice. So the quests are this one here. So you want to find the door. So this is called the Adventurers Association. This is basically like your main hub. So that's your first quest. Don't want to go there yet. So I'm gonna have to sit down for this. Yeah, they're gonna move the portal. So if I save like this, which always saves your game, and anything in your bag will not be lost, but anything on you, so if you're swinging a sword and you die, you have to go back and pick it up. Like Minecraft, just you don't lose your bag. So anything of value, put in your bag. So now if I die, I'll spawn here. They are going to move that somewhere within like the town because the roof is kind of short. So it makes it easier, but they're working on it and like advancing. And these are the bow. I'm just going to show these really quick. Just because they're right here. And I don't feel like going through the forest trying to find one. So, as you can see, you grab it, hold. If you hold it long enough, it gives you a laser. So it's almost like putting a laser on a gun. It'll show you where you're going to hit. So they did a really good job with that, just like I showed with the guns in the last one. Like now thinking about it, I'm surprised that they didn't put the bows and the slingshot in at the beginning with the guns as well. So you can actually practice shooting with the bow. Just like the slingshot there, the bow is the exact same. It's really nice as long as you pull it back, wherever your first hand is, will aim. My backhand, only back and forth. Like forward and back towards me, left and right don't do anything. So if you pull it over your shoulder way out of the way, like even if you extend it out like my hand is, it will stay right in the bow for the power. So like I can move and do this. So wherever I aim, again, it will shoot it pretty accurately. It's really well done bow and crossbow. So I'm actually really happy about that. If you go to the back, it has explanations like mushrooms heal 50 magic points. So like if you use a lot of magic, you're going to want those. They're really generous on the magic at the moment of this recording. So spell books, so like magic arrow, it's an okay spell. When you're holding it, you just click the right trigger and you'll learn it. So if you want it in this hand, you can learn in this one. Now you can just put it anywhere, or you can hand it to a friend and pass it around. So how it says in the wrist, so just like the bow and arrow, turn on laser. I believe I said that in the last one. The laser helps you. It will go a little bit lower, but be in the general direction. So I shake a lot because holding at the bottom and then letting go. But as you can see, if you got a steady hand, you will hit the target. So this is almost like using the laser on the bow and the slingshot. It will guide your shot. So don't go around going like this and then predict where it's going to be. So you have to hear that and then shoot. It's still pretty accurate without it. But if you want the assist, like the other ones, you have it. I don't think the guns have them. I haven't really experimented. You could use them. I think this might blow up these crates. So like you could use magic or a gun. Usually all depends. See how the guns stick on your body. Really good for storage or just holding things. You got shiny stuff, it's usually magic. So as long as you go up close, it picks it up for you. It's really nice. I was wishing just like God of War, you could take a fist and punch it. If the Dead's religious thing to that, I wish it was. Because you could punch people and enemies, I just wish they could contact with the boxes. Or even if you could pick them up and throw them. That'd be funny. Like picking up a box and smash over the head, so you could be like a wrestler. Like, immerse yourself however you like in the game. So I know that the devs watch this and they might implement it, and I'm just giving ideas. So if, you never thought about that, you think it's funny, or like Skyrim again, you could pick up a bucket and put it on somebody's head. Would be kind of comical. So like each book says spell book, slow time, and then on the other side, which is really easy to grab, just use like the middle fingers. See? Another good reason for laser. You pull the trigger, pulls it up to you, and you just press the middle button to hold it. Again, if I press the trigger, it will save it onto the hand. So if you want a copy of this, like how it says magic arrow, I'll use it in this one. There. See, magic arrow, slow time. So if you find a book and put it in your hand, that's how you do it. Just like, say if I want magic arrow and I don't want slow time, this is what it does. So it's basically bullet time that you get in like other games. So it's really good if you want to do like hunting or anything like that. You can slow them down and shoot them. So again, like I want spirit arrow, even though it's not that good. I open it up, a little ball. You see the little white thing on the hand? You line that up with the ball, and it activates. And again, I just click the trigger in, it's saved. So now let's see if I want on this hand. I go over there. Again, this one has it as well. So if you're righty or lefty, it's up to you. So you just line it up. Both hands have the white dot. It's a really nice marker, and you just line it up. And then you just click the trigger and see it's there. So I want to learn that one. Wait until the box gets bigger. Click the trigger. Now it's there. Magic arrow. So now I have it on this end. You can mix them up so you can have one on one, one on the other. So if you like being a mage and you want to do a spell, you can have a spell going, slow down time, and then shoot it. So that way your target's not moving so quick. So like deers and all that. It's pretty good. So that's all those range. You saw the guns. Right here. Again, there's a bag on your waist. It's right here. You can pick it up. You can hold it with the middle finger. The pointy finger will open up the bag. So this one, if you book will say it, this is kind of shiny. So be careful if you don't like shiny things. But this is a teleporter. It'll go back to the pole upstairs. So it's like a Hearthstone or like a teleport back to base. It's really useful. So again, the box is big. That's where we're going to go. So put it there. The mirror book. So when you press right trigger and you activate it, it'll show your character. It is kind of dark. I don't know if the devs will make this brighter so you can see it a little bit better. But that just seems like something to do like in the long run. And not at the moment. Like, you could kind of see yourself pretty good in this. But it could be a little bit enhanced, but it's a little nitpicky idea. So then you have the reveal stats. If I go over here, this should show me all my stats. Like there's level 1, how much HP, MP. Basically you want to see like your mining level. Because to start off you need level 5 up here to do blacksmithing. So you could also put that in if you want. Or, like I like to do, you just look at the back of the wrist. See it says level 1, how much XP you need for your next level. And all that fun jazz, like your health. Which is your health is here and then your magic is here. So I would say they can almost get rid of those two if they wanted to. And just put like more stats or something else there. It's up to them. And then this one is just a quest log. So, sort of like your skills. This will show you, okay, assassin or... I don't like the printing, but association. So that's this. I thought that said assassin. So see if I grab this. And then if I hit it again, now it's there. So if you're out in the bush, you will spawn up top. But if you forget to look at the task you're on, you can open this up, put it out, and be like, what else do I do? So if you want to do this and do hunting, you say, okay, this one might be completed, and then you could go do your hunting one. Instead of going all the way back and seeing what else, you can multitask. Like a lot of people like to do, is to do more than one quest at a time. And you can just socket it again. Just put it in your bag, and that's about it. And even if you go and throw your bag, it'll go right back to you. You can't lose it. So there's this one. And while we're here, just in case if you don't know where to find it, because I never looked at the table. Here's my problem. See, and I'll reach. Let's see if I can grab this way. See, no finger, and then it floats. Now I can grab it. So this is a hunting, which means that when I go hunting and I go hit a deer with it, or a dead animal, you can actually get the meat from it. So that's another one I like to put in my bag, because if you ever get by an animal you're in the middle of wild, at least you have it. So it's always good to have it there first. And then if you go over to the apples, I tend to do this. Put it on the chest. Because this way, and like if you made a potion and stuff like that, which is potions over here, it kind of teaches you like later on how to make potions and all that. I haven't gone deep into that, so I can't talk about that yet. But that's the association. And then if you go into the main hub, is over here. They all have like the icons on top. So like this is hunting, crafting, cooking, crafting. They all got a lot of text. But again, I would just say look at this one. So like your goal is just 5 deer and harvest their hide. So that's going to be a different knife, and that'll be right here. So if you want hide, you use the skinning knife. So if you have the skinning knife, that'll give you the hide. However, if you want meat, you're going to want the other one. So it just makes it easier. And I usually put that over here too, by the other knife. So you got skinning and you got hunting. Hunting is meat, skinning is skinning. It's kind of being worked on to make a one knife. So that way it's not so many different things. So this is just 3 meat. As you see, if I click it too early, it still says what your main goal is. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I clicked the button, I don't know what to do with it now. It should explain it. Just basically taking that and simplifying. And yes, every so often you will get attacked. So they will go after villagers, stuff like that. I wonder what level these guys are. Again, if you charge it, use your other hand and just poke the analog stick back and you can get the crosshair there. Oh, I must hit the wrong guy. So as you can see, I can press E to jump. It really helps you get away from bad guys. So like this, I can go down and I can punch them. Or now it's seeming to be kind of bugged. They did do an update, so if you don't like spiders, oh, there you go, I died. So as I died in that. Usually people die, so it's okay. See, all this stuff is saved. So everything that I wanted, like the knives. So that kind of just explains where you die. All you have to do if you die is just go back into the portal. And I'm back at the bed. So since they did an update, I could point that out saying that it pointed me back here instead of in the bed. Because when I hit the pillow, it should have saved. I believe I hit the pillow. Or did I not? I'll have to double check that too. I might have just missed it. So we already heard that guy, so I just skipped it. I usually try to not talk while he characters talking, so you can get like the whole aspect of what's going on in the game, instead of talking over and people are like, I want to hear the game. So I try to, let you hear the game. In other games and any game playthrough I do, I try to not talk through it. I'm going to be quiet a little bit, so I'm going to take the other path. I'm going to be quiet to see if you can hear the music, because the music is actually really nice. So I'm back to the town. As you can see, the red question marks are the bad guys, and you have to eliminate them in order to get it back to be safe. So at the beginning, it might be a pain in the butt. If you're in the main hallway, you can actually grab a weapon in there and use it from in there. You can see I missed. I missed again. So when they die, they will go there. Hey, this guy's back. I'm not gonna take it easy on them. I'm actually going to, I'm gonna actually question them about, the melee again, because it seems like I can't punch them and they might have taken it out. There was an update yesterday, and if you decide to play the demo, they do have a Discord that you can go and talk to them about it and question them. So It's really up to you. The other question is, just in case the devs are watching, is I'm confused why I am a level 1 and I have like level 5s and 6s that spawn in and attack me. That's one of those questions. Because I was level 2 before and I got attacked by like level 10s. And thankfully I had a high level magic spell to use. But if I didn't, it would be pretty hard to do. So I wonder if there's going to be a spell for like beginners and like a tool set in the beginning. So like some way to like give a beginner set. Like when you drop off, maybe use like a little loot box. So like a set of tools would come out so you get like a spell in that to take. Or to make it like with the class, maybe. Okay, so if you're like me, you run around and you're out of mana. This is your main house, which when I died, it seemed like it... Oh, no, I just lucked out this time. I usually lose it. So like usual, you have those crossbows and that, but you do have the weapons on the board. So I'm going to use the exploit of the wall, where he won't be actually really able to hit me, but there is weapons here. So don't be like me and try to fist fight a guy when you do have tools to use. I'm usually stubborn, or I just like to do things hard ways, so that's the thing. So yeah, some AIs will stand there, as you see I'm beating on him and he's not attacking back. So adjust to like the AI might be a little bit, it could be a little bit better. So I shouldn't have to do this. That kind of seems like some AIs will break. So maybe a little adjustment to like the AIs will help. But like I say, it's just a nitpicky thing in there. So now if you don't want to go over the shoulders, well, let's say I still have one bad guy. Or two. Because as you see, it didn't have at the top saying completed thing. So as you see, this guy attacked me because he was closest to me. This other guy ran off because they will fight rabbits and chickens and go after creatures as well. So it seems like there's still another bad guy somewhere. Nope. See at the top it said the attack has ended. I kind of wish that was kind of lower, so you don't have to like strain your eyes to look so high up. But just another nitpicky thing. So again, you can pick this up. These are for, you know, blacksmithing and other crafts that you can do. So you can pick them up and just put them on your chest. Like I said, if you die, you will lose them, but I'm not planning to die again, since I actually have tools. So sometimes this goes through, it doesn't collide with your hand. So you gotta give it a couple tries and ends up doing it. Or you might actually have to physically go over and pick it up. So when the battle's done and you need money, like if you want to look at your money, you take out your bag, press the button, your money's at the top. So I have 157. Let's see if you had 0. You had no money. You can basically sell almost anything on the game. And by sell, you have these salvage. You either go there or this one, and you hold the object in. And this is how you make your money. I found when you're out adventuring, look for things that are, you know, okay money. So like I see these are 15, I won't really do that. Now for like these, if I just want to experiment, I'll throw one in, see how much money I get. So see I got 200. So when I see these, it's almost like finding like a large coin purse. It's like, okay, those are more valuable, so I'll hold more of those instead of the big swords. So I'm not going to get into the quest yet. This is just the introduction to this area. Each one of these quests, so like you grab it from here, put that in there. So like this one wants skins or the hide. When you get the hide, that looks like these. I think the deer looks a certain way. You put them in here. So like if you cook the meat, you put the meat in this. And this one, since it's just digging, which I'll give an example of, because I have done this many times, and I actually ran into a problem with it. So if you're having a digging problem, you go over here, and before, as you can see, I got boundaries over there, but I'm working in a small area. So before, my hand would not go any closer than this, and I was trying to put it in. See how I went a little bit further? That's because my hand goes a little bit further than the ground. So I got a half a palm above the ground so it could fit in. So if you're trying to plant dirt in the ground, because you put a seed on top of that, and it grows, but if you can't plant the dirt like that, that means that you can solve it by raising the guardian just a little bit above the floor so you're not bashing the floor like I was. And then you can plant a seed in it. Like, I don't know if that's between the Oculus and the game, or the ground is just too high. Because I do notice when going over to it, like as you can see with me, is when I go to level, I get propped up. So I wonder if that's mixing up where the ground is compared to where you are. So it could be that, or it could just be between Oculus and this game is on Steam. So it could be between those two. And again, this is a tool, so I usually like to put it in the bag. I don't want to pay, money all the time for tools. I haven't done that too many times. And they do have an issue of flying off on that, so put tools in your bag. That's just how I like to do it. You don't have to if you like to put them places and stuff like that. That's all your choice. So again, because I died and went back to the portal, I'm going to double check that I go up here and touch the bed. Because that should say it. So this is the portal I should come out of. So when I go back down here, I'm not going to do any of the quests yet. So I'm going to save that for a different time. However, that question mark is over there. Because I kind of want to find a better spell, so I'm going to probably look around town for a better spell. Get something better than this arrow. And I'm also going to try the punching as well. I want to see if I got to bring that up, saying that the punching doesn't work again. So as you can see, they come to here. He's level 4. Okay, so I can punch him. Do a couple punches, go back up. So okay, the punching is good. Probably just not on guards, and it sucks to spiders. So you can still box. You can still punch and stuff. It just seems like for me, this area, my chest area, is in the way. So I wonder if they can actually push that back a little bit, or if it's just me and I have to do something. I gotta look into that. So you could do both things, and then just watch out for hits. As you can see, he's level 4. I'm level 2, and I can still do pretty good damage just with my fists. So you gotta worry about low level guys. So that one main mission, like the red one, is to go through here and get attacked by things. I'm trying to die, so I'm just gonna run off, let them all attack me, and then, see where I spawn to make sure that the clicking the pillow will put me back at the portal. Because it should put you back at the portal in your bedroom type deal. And as you can see, they do about 14 damage there. This great guy. He's a level what? Okay, so they're both level 4, so they do about 14 damage. They usually roughly like 11. If you want to see them, they're kind of close. So if you don't like ants and spiders, you probably won't like this. But yeah, they get close. You can sit down. The only thing that I don't like about sitting down is you're in this area now. You're in the junk area. So I did bring up to one of the developers to put in accessibility mode that if I hold like the A button, I could raise and lower myself. It's just an idea. I don't know if he's going to implement it or not. And if the dev's listening, Okay, so I'm back here. You're supposed to be back here at all times. And usually if something glitches up in your game, like a quest wasn't finishing, go over here and hit the host button. It'll load, and then it'll restart the mission. Because we had problems. I'm going to check to see if it happens again. That when you went through a dungeon or tried to do a mission and didn't complete, because you died during it, it messed it up. But what I learned was you hit the host server, puts you into another lobby, and it'll reset the mission. So it's like, it's like a in-game autosave, and it'll just go back to when you started those missions. So, literally to the bed. So, it was my fault. I didn't hit the pillow, I think. So I was playing a little bit earlier, and I restarted again just to check things out. So, the pillow is fine. Just make sure to hit the pillow. Don't forget like I did. If you don't, hopefully you didn't do too much. Not so that there's another way to save, but it's up to the developers and see what they're doing, because they're doing a whole bunch of stuff at the moment. I'm just giving ideas. But the game is really good. If you like Skyrim, you'll get into it. If you like crafting and adventuring and just exploring, you'll like it too. It's one of the best VR games I have played so far. And the dev is really friendly. Some devs are, some are, they just abandon a game. They're working hard on this game, and I want to give a shout out to them. There is, I'm going to have to bring up the headset again for it. But the two devs that are on the working on the game, I just have to open up Discord. In the Discord, they are called as OMFG. Oh, wait, hang on. I gotta get the full name. I don't want to give a half a name. So you have OMFG Dude. He's working with, I believe he is the main one. And then the other one is Chicken, but I want to get the full name so I don't mess it up. Because they talk a lot in chat, and I just want to make sure to get the right name. It's Chicken Arise with exclamation mark. I haven't talked to Chicken Arise, but he seems to be a cool guy as well. So I believe Chicken Arise is doing the graphics, and OMFG Dude is doing all the coding on that. They're doing a phenomenal job on the game, and I'm hoping to see where this goes in the future. I'm only expecting the best, because they seem to be dedicated, taking everybody's tips and ideas. Sorry about the shaky visor. That's actually my hand. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Hopefully everybody's day goes good. Have a good one.